Good afternoon, traders. Today is September the 7th, 2010. Came back from this Labor Day weekend, and the participants returned from Labor Day ready to sell this market off. Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P all ended in the negative, as well as the New York Stock Exchange. Dow Jones finished down 107 points. NASDAQ finished down 24 points. S&P 500 finished down 12 points, all of them being over a 1% decline. It was huge. S&P declined more than all the other indexes. Euro US dollar actually fell off to about 1.3%. NASDAQ advancers 800, decliners 2,216. That was New York advancers and decliners. NASDAQ 605 advancers, 2,063 decliners. Today's headlines that move the market: financial and energy stocks show weakness. Dollar advances against euro but dips against the yen. Treasuries attract support after that little auction they had. US dollar gains ground, and utilities got bid up. Some key notable upgrades and downgrades. KLA 10 core, symbol KLAC, got a downgrade from Barclays from 45 to 30. That's pretty huge, a $15 downgrade. Amerigroup AGP went from a buy to a hold, got downgraded from 39 to 45. Priceline, this was a huge one here. They got an upgrade from Karas & Company from 300 all the way to 348. This stock's a beast, guys. It's huge. BP got an upgrade from 41 to 46. Adtran, symbol ADTN, got an upgrade from Stifel Nicolaus for 34 to 37. American Tower AMT got an upgrade from the benchmark company, 50 to 55, 5-point upgrade. That's nice. And CCI got a upgrade from 45 to 52. That's a 7-point upgrade. That's even better. Economic calendar for tomorrow. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. we have the Fed's Beige Book, and then we have consumer credit at 3. So not a lot of stuff going on in the morning. We finished down sharp. I'm going to walk you guys through some of the ETFs and the indexes, and show you the levels you guys need to watch for tomorrow. Okay, we're going to start off with the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Today we've seen straight declining off the open. We couldn't retest this high of the day, so that means that this 10,510 levels out of the question for now, till we get some further conviction. Tomorrow, if the selling increases, look for support at 10,280. So that's our S1. Our S2 is 10,223, which I think if we break through this S1 and test this S2 by Thursday, then I'm pretty sure that we're going to bounce off this and maybe make a leg higher and then continue up. Looking at the SPX, the S&P 500 index here, we put in a low at 1039 2 weeks ago on Friday. We then had that nice little rally, that 4-day rally, and it got us up to this pivot here. We didn't quite get to the pivot, but we got pretty darn close. Just the same as all the other indexes, we had a serious sell-off today. The volume wasn't as heavy. I think towards the week presumes there's going to be more volume coming into this market. S1 for us will be 1083.50. As for the NASDAQ, we have the same thing. Man, I'm sorry guys, this tape was running, I didn't even know it. We ran up there, we didn't quite get to the pivot. S1 is 1832, S2 is 1811, 18, which is the pivot we look to bounce off of, and S3 is 1793. Anything under this we get bearish for a move back down to the lows. Looking at the Riffin index right here, this thing really got beat down today. We finished down over 2% and it lost 17 points, 2.2%, as you can see up here in the right hand corner. Tomorrow, S1, we're looking at the 751.86 level, S2 743.49. If we drop below this, just like if we drop below the S1 I told you guys about on all the other, on the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P, then we really need to look for this 743 to catch a bid. We really need these financials to participate in this rally. As for the SOX, the semiconductor index, what happened was, if you look at my previous videos, I mentioned this 323 level right here. We sold below that and we got to this 321 level, which is this white line right here, this pivot. It looks like we held it today, but there's no telling what's going to happen tomorrow. If we break down below that, start looking for this 50 period moving average to show support. But if we break below that, we come back down to our support that's at 312.70. That's like the line in the sand for us, because if we break that, it's going to lead the NASDAQ lower, and we're going to head back to lows at 305, which is something that we do not need. And then if we break below 305, more selling is going to come in, a lot more selling. It looks like the funds could start dropping everything if that happens, start loosening up on their long positions. Looking at the IYR right now, the real estate ETF, this 5330 level right here is a major sign of support. We closed below it today. We closed at 5320. If we could get back above this tomorrow and catch support right here above this 5330, we could look for a move back up to the highs at 5406 and possibly break them and continue higher. However, if we hold below this 5330, look for a move back down to 5272. And then if that happens, we're playing the bear card from now on, because we'll then be below the 50 period moving average on the 1 hour time frame. Just want to show you guys how accurate these levels are right here. This is the 5330. We went to we came down here, we tested the pivot, and we bounced right off of it. So we opened up, we got above the open, which is this yellow line right here. This pretty much tells you whether the bulls or the bears are in control. If we're under the open, of course that means the bears. Over the open with volume, that means the bulls are in control. So we sold off, we came down here. If I was watching this stock the whole time, I was watching other stocks, but if I was watching this ETF, I'd already had my bid out here to buy at 5330, and I'd have been selling at this 53.59 level. But you could have got a nice little run out of here. It went all the way up to 53.71. That's a 40-cent move. Even if you have 500 shares, that's $200. 1,000 shares, you just made $400 just playing one pivot line. That's how we take a lot of time to formulate these pivot levels, guys, so take them seriously. Looking at the GDX here, the gold miners ETF, we came up and we ran all the way up to this support right here at this 54.53 level, which we encountered support on Tuesday and Wednesday of last week. We sold off there. I don't like that. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to come down to this 53.65 level tomorrow, and you have the 50 period moving average creeping up around this level. Also, you have our pivot point, and you have an ascending trend line. So look for some bounce off this support tomorrow. I'm going to be watching this GDX very closely, and if the volume comes in when it bounces off this 53.65, I think we could most likely get a move back up to this 54, 53 level. And if we close above it and pull back and hold this level, look for a higher move up to 55.38. That's what everybody's anticipating. All right, looking at gold futures /GC. We came up, we ran all the way up to this 1258 pivot level that we had been anticipating. We pulled back just a little bit. We closed at about 1257.50, which isn't very major. I'd like for gold to have gone higher. I would like to have seen it hold above this level. However, tomorrow, just like the GDX, I want to see us favorably for gold to hold higher. I want to see us hold above this 1250 level. But if we pull back, look for 1246 to get some kind of bounce off of. They're going to keep running this stuff up. There's so many more people that are projecting gold to go to 1500 by the end of this year on a day-to-day basis. You see the guy that bet on the real estate collapse came out today and said, I have 40% of my money in gold. So John Paulson's in it. There's a lot of other big players in gold. So keep an eye on this, guys. I'm going to go over the crude oil and then I'm done for the night. If you guys had watched my videos previously in the week, you could go back and check them. But I told you guys that the 75.13 was a key level. When we came up, tested this pivot back here on Friday, I expected today for us, on Sunday for us to hold above this 75.13 to look for the move up to this 76.10. What happened in today's trading session, however, we sold off right above the 72.60. I think that was the low in crude oil today. And that put us right here at this ascending trend line. As you can see, I'll redraw it for you. So we came here, that's where we tested our support. We ran back up, but once again, we closed below this 73.83 pivot. I do not like this. For us to get a move back up here to the 75.13 level, we have to break above this 73.83 and hold. That will then cause the 50 to then turn back around, start increasing, and we'll look for a move to close over 75.13. So tomorrow, if we hold below 73.83, our next support will be this inclining trend line, and after that, if we break this trend line, look for 72.05 to come into play. One more thing to mention, another guy off Bloomberg came out today and he said that crude could fall below $70 a barrel in the next month. Anyways, you guys have a great night.